Hello, this is Dr. Soderholm with a recap of our graduation 2023 parent meeting that was held on February 21st, 2023. Some important dates to remember. Cap and gown delivery happens during lunch shifts at 4 to 7. During lunch shifts and after school from 4 to 7, or on March 24th only during lunches. If you ordered your cap and gown and other graduation materials, they'll be delivered that day. If you do not select home delivery, they'll be delivered to the school. On April 21st is our senior field trip day to Kings Dominion. We leave at 8 a.m. We return at 8 p.m. Why? Because the park that time of year on a weekday opens earlier and closes a little bit earlier. No, students do not have to stay with their chaperones the whole time, although they do have chaperones. They check in frequently with their chaperones. They're seniors, they're about to graduate. We get them in the park and we just make sure they're safe from time to time. April 29th is prom. This year's prom theme is Golden Dreams. It's going to be held from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Daniel Technology Center. The week of May 8th through the 12th is senior exams. Seniors do take their exams sooner than their underclassmen counterparts. On May 10th, seniors may start to return their Chromebooks during lunch shifts. This is there will be a later date as well if they are still using their Chromebooks for their classes or their exams. May 12th is the seniors' last day. It's also we celebrate Decision Day, whatever they're doing after high school, and it's like a field day and picnic, and so we do our senior picnic at that time. The faculty goes out during their lunch breaks and it gets to visit with the seniors as well. May 17th is graduation practice from 9 a.m. to noon. And then we have another graduation practice on May 18th from 9 to 1. That is mandatory for anyone who wants to participate in the graduation ceremony on May 20th. We also do a senior walk on May 18th, where right after graduation practice, we get on the bus and we head to the elementary schools. Please, please, please tell your seniors, take the day off work or make sure that you're not scheduled for work until at least 2 p.m. Those days, it's important that students know what they're doing. We want to make sure their graduation day is special and so that they don't look lost on the field and that they have everything that they need. May 20th graduation, it's 9 a.m. on Broman Field unless it rains. The rain plan is to come into the middle school. May 10th, these are some invitation-only events. If your students getting some different awards, May 10th is the Recognition of Excellence, where we give out departmental awards. May 16th is the Top 20 dinner for the top 20 by GPA, by weighted GPA in the class of 2023. And May 18th is Convocation. That's when we give out all of our senior awards, scholarships, etc. If your student has received a scholarship or some type of award from a university they've been accepted to, the only way we know about it is if you tell us about it, and we definitely want to recognize them during convocation. So please let their counselor know, and we'll make sure that they're recognized that evening. Herff Jones, you must have a cap and gown and tassel to walk at graduation, and they need to be Herff Jones brand. So if you've got a hand-me-down from somebody else that's also navy blue, it's probably not the same color, and we don't want our students to stand out and look weird. We want everybody to feel comfortable on that day. So make sure, if you have not already, to order your cap and gown from Herff Jones. There's a link right here. A little bit more details about that senior trip on April 21st to Kings Dominion. It's $70, which includes ticket, food, and transportation. Yes, we'll be riding by bus to and from. And you need to sign up ASAP. The permission slips and sign-up forms can be found on the senior bulletin boards near the senior eating area, or on the second hallway, or in the front office, or with Ms. Delano, our senior class sponsor. Sign up as soon as possible. If you already have a season pass, it's only $35 for you. If you want a cute yard sign to celebrate your senior, please go ahead and go here. Orders are due by March 31st, and here's the link. They'll be available for pickup here at the school on April 17th. Graduation speeches. Every senior has an opportunity to be selected as a graduation speech. There are no automatic student speakers. So what we do is we figure out a topic, and the students, once that topic is advertised, they write their speech. Only 2 will be selected. They're selected anonymously by a group of teachers representing each department. Once those 2 are selected, they have the opportunity to give that speech at graduation. More things about graduation. Only those graduating with a diploma from CCHS may participate in the graduation ceremony. So you have to graduate, whether that's a special education diploma, a standard diploma, or an advanced studies diploma. Graduates need to arrive at 7 a.m. on the morning of graduation. We have about 3,000 people that come visit our campus and want to celebrate your students that day. And so we want our students here on time. The gates to the stadium do not open until 7:30 a.m. Or as soon as possible after that. So please do not have somebody come to that lower gate of the stadium. Usually we have a handicapped person each year who has a hard time standing and waiting for those gates to open. We're just not open yet. We're not ready for that. We don't have a place for them to sit at that time while they wait for the gates to open at or around 7:30. So please be mindful of that. If your family does need an American Sign Language translator, please let Ms. Delano know as soon as possible so we can arrange for that. The dress code is nice attire. If a student, slacks, dress, nice shoes, let's not wear jeans, let's not wear clothes in disrepair. We do want our students to look good, to feel good on a day when we celebrate them. If they cannot afford those clothes, please let an adult in the building know. We'll make sure that they have what they need. Honor cords and stoles may be worn for those who fully participated in the activity that the cord or the stole aligns with. Seats on the field and bleachers are probably going to be wet that morning, even if it hasn't rained, at least from the dew. So be mindful of that. Bring something to wipe them off. Field tickets. Each graduate will get 4 field tickets. You heard it right, 4. I know in the past it's been 2. We've expanded that. Even if you have a split household, each graduate gets 4 tickets. The graduate decides what to do with them. It's their tickets. So we'll let them decide how they divvy those up. Seats are not assigned on the field. Bleachers are completely open seating, and you do not need a ticket to sit in the bleachers. And so only to sit on the field, on the seats that are on the field. But remember, if you need a ticket, if you're using a seat that has a ticket, everybody needs a ticket. That means even babies or small children, if they're a person, they need a ticket. Parking passes. Each graduate will get 1 parking pass to get on campus. Again, we've got about 3,000 people visiting campus, so we do need to carpool where possible. And so if that means that parents come and drop their graduate off, go back, grab the rest of the crew, then come. The only way you get on campus that day is with a parking pass. Otherwise, you can use the satellite parking at Floyd T. Benz, and we will have shuttle buses running constantly all day. You can drop off your graduate as early as 7 a.m. Also, the other way you can get on campus is if you have a state-issued handicap pass or a handicapped license plate. We cannot issue those as a school. They have to be state-issued. Speaking of handicap tickets, we do have a tent on the field for our handicap patrons. You do need to sign up ahead of time. They are not better seating. The bleachers are the best. And the only people going down towards the lower gate in a car are those with a state handicap parking pass. So please make sure that you have that. Please remember that it will not be paved onto the field. And so that handicapped individual will have to go from the lower gate, cross the asphalt, cross the track, onto grass to get to that seating. The seating is in the back because we do try to put it as close to the gate as possible. So I would recommend the bleachers. We do have ADA compliant seating with paved asphalt walkway all the way to it with a handicap ramp and a place to sit in those bleachers. So I do recommend that. The cover of the tent does have its physical limitations. So the angle of the sun does change where the shadow is. So please be mindful of that as you're making those choices. Rain information. In case of rain, graduation will be in the CMS gymnasium. The 4 tickets, your Ford Field tickets, will now allow you to go into the lower bleachers. Okay, again, the lower bleachers. Overflow, if you're late, is in the cafeteria in CMS. So please make sure you arrive on time. We don't want you to get caught up and not be allowed into the gymnasium. Please don't show up after 8:50 a.m., even if it's in the stadium. We won't let you cut in line or disrupt the ceremony so that you can get in if you're late. Again, anytime after 8:50 means you're late. So please plan ahead so you can be in the arena. Fees and owe list. If a graduate owes books, class fees, athletic fees, uniforms, anything that goes to the school, please get that taken care of as soon as possible. No tickets for graduation will be given to anyone until all fees and obligations are taken care of. So if you know your student has a damage to their Chromebook that they're just living with, whether it's a damaged screen or some missing keys or something about it is broken, please get that taken care of now, so we're not rushing to take care of that right next to graduation. Students have received notices. You can also check that in Power School if you want it. If you want itemized list of what that amount is for, you can contact our bookkeeper, Ms. Tabitha Dawson. Chromebook return, as we talked about, will happen on May 10th during all lunch shifts. Again, on May 12th during the senior picnic. We're going to be checking them to make sure there's no damage. Again, please make sure if there's something that's damaged that we take care of that sooner rather than later. That way everyone can get their graduation tickets. No graduation tickets until all obligations are taken care of. Oh, by the way, that includes your charger too. Hopefully everybody got the email last week about all the local scholarships. We do have a full list available. It's also available in the senior Google Classroom. Please let your counselor know what your plans are for after graduation so they can help steer you in the right direction. We do have a career counselor and a college counselor here located in student services that can help you reach those post-graduation goals. If you have any questions, please reach out to our senior sponsor, Ms. Laura Delano, and she can also help you with any ticket request forms or field trip permission slips.